Case Western Reserve, 10 wins, 4 losses. They are 1-2 in association play. They're coming off a rugged road trip, and there's WashU's head coach Randy Henderson. Henderson in her 6th year. The Spartans, Brooke, coming off of that trip to Rochester and then down to Atlanta to take on Emory to open the association play, and it got the best of them. They lost both games, and they're back at home tonight, and they're hoping to get back on the winning ways. This is WashU, the Bears on offense first, and the Spartans come out in a person-to-person defense.
Yes, we are. Thank you very much.
WashU comes in with the reputation of being a very physical basketball team, so the Spartans are going to have to match that physicality tonight.
Yep, you see it right there. Really strong drive, took it to the left, but that's something that Case will have to adjust to. Definitely adjust to that drive and move their feet there on defense.
So that was Plachta, the freshman, on the senior, Jessica Brooks. And when you're a first-year player, specifically in this league, Brooke, and you're matched up against one of the talented players like Jessica Brooks, it's not an easy night, is it?
No, it takes me back to, my first year playing in the UAA, and it's a little intimidating, but also, what an opportunity. So they'll step up, they'll learn, they're quick learners, and they'll adjust what they need to do.
So Brooks made both free throws. She averages 14 points on the season in 14 games. This is the Spartans. That's a long-distance three.
Yes.
And knocking it down from Margaret Terry.
And that shooting is going to be so crucial in this game. It's really nice to see her get off to a strong start there.
One of the things that has really hurt Case Western Reserve over the last 3 games of association play is they haven't shot the ball well at all. So confidence early is a good thing. On the drive, the dribble drive, up and laying it in is Maya Arnott with her first bucket. It's 4-3 WashU early on here. Mills with the basketball. Sarah, of course, the senior, the talented player. Chirakless. This is Terry. Shot clock with plenty of time. Plachta with a long-range 3 that went long.
And you can see they're trying to get their shot warmed up there early on. So they're going to look to take some shots early on in that shot clock, try to get hot so they can, run with it the rest of the game.
Terry chases down the long rebound off the miss by Matouche, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Spartans.
Good contest there. Good box out, and that's Coach Reimer loves to see that hustle. Loves, defense is her bread and butter, so she loves to see that sort of reaction from her team.
Double high screen for Margaret Terry. This is Mills. She can shoot it if she gets an opening. Isabel around a screen will shoot it and knock it down. You can tell, Brooke, when she let that go, that was going to be a good bucket. It was beautiful.
Such a pretty release, such a quick release, makes it really hard to guard coming off that screen.
6'4" Spartans on the strength of 2 threes, one by Margaret Terry, then you just saw Mills. Brooks will try to match it, rattle the cage, wouldn't go, and up and over the back. Foul's going to go on WashU. It will go on the senior Arnott.
You'll see the box out here, and then if they show it, you'll see how fired up Coach Reimer gets. She loves that tenacity, that loves a strong box out. Such a good thing for her to see.
Well, one of the things that she said, Coach Reimer, to both you and I, Brooke, as we prepared for this game tonight was we, meaning the Spartans, her team, need to match the Bears, WashU's physicality. If we don't, it will be a long night.
And you can see that's definitely a priority coming off, those first couple of minutes. So you love to see that, and you love to see that they're sticking to the game plan and, hanging in there with the tough WashU team.
Chirakless staying strong inside. Kayla's second shot won't go. And here comes WashU. That was Matouche with the rebound. Quickly down the floor, this is Loftus. Brenna with a nice spin inside. Good defense by Plachta, though. This is Brooks. Cut off by Mills. 3 minutes gone in this opening quarter. Game 1 of a doubleheader tonight from Horsburgh. Men will follow. Shot clock's at 9. Spartans up 2. This is Brooks, top of the key now to Loftus. Matouche with a soft shot, and Sammy Matouche knocks it down. 6-6. That's patience, isn't it? I mean, when you work the shot clock as low as they worked it.
And you'll see Case is playing for that drive. So they held him, they took a step back and dared him to take that shot. But when WashU sees that opening, they take it, and they are a strong driving team for sure.
Here's Grandison on the drive, and she was almost picked by Mitchell. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 2 players in for WashU. Nyla Macbeth and Naomi Jackson. Jackson, a 5'7" senior guard. Macbeth, a first-year player, 5'11" forward. Good look at Macbeth, matching against Plaka, 2 first-year players. Grandison off a screen. Now they got Terry guarding Brooks, and this is a mismatch, but good defense by.
Great help defense.
It was Chiraklus. Mills, catch, shoot, up, good. Isabella Mills with her second 3.
You can almost see she's going to make it before she even lets it go. Such good confidence when she shoots that.
The rhythm, I think, is important, right, Brooke?
Absolutely. Yeah. Once again, hitting those 2 early on, like she's going to have a strong rest of the game because she hit those first couple of shots.
The tip's going to go off Mitchell. You know, one of the frustrating things I would think is we take a look at the Spartan bench. As a player, you work hard, you box out on those long threes, and then that rebound comes out real long because it hits hard off the iron. And it's,
nothing you can do about that. You know, move on to the next play, but it is a little bit deflating, especially against such a strong WashU team. You'd love to have those kind of wonky rebounds.
Now, Brooke, coming into the game right now for the Spartans is Preet Gill. There's a good look at Isabella Mills' block shot. Preet Gill's a key player, I think, tonight, because if there's anybody on a team that can match the physicality of WashU, it's the young woman who's now in the game, Gill.
Yes, she also offers just a little bit of extra height, which is always a nice little addition. So a strong game from her will be key to a good game for the Spartans.
Preet's going to draw the foul, going up, banging bodies with Nyla Macbeth for that rebound. So for Gill, that will be her first. Preet's from Roseville, California, Oakmont High School. 6-foot junior center. She's been outstanding off the bench for the Spartans. Good work inside. Soft shot won't go, and that's Gill with the rebound.
And they'll take that all day. A little quick pull-up. They prefer that to a drive any day from Brooks there.
Mills catch and shoot from Terry. Here comes Macbeth the other way. Nyla finds her point guard. It's Grandison, and WashU's in their offense. Spartans up 3. It's 9-6. 5:12 left to play, opening quarter. Inside, it's Brooks working off the glass against Mills, and boy, Brooks had the position on that one. She's got 4. When you're working inside, getting that body position is almost as important as the shot itself. That's a jump ball, and the possession arrow will be in favor of the Bears. Back to my question, I guess, to you, Brooke. If you can get the defender on your hip or the defender where you want her to be, you're in good shape, aren't you?
That was one of my favorite things to do when I was playing, was get that maybe smaller defender, or just when they weren't expecting it, and kind of set a pick and then roll, and you have a wide open, see their numbers, call for the ball, and take it in, which is exactly what happened there. And then she had a great play on defense, so good couple of plays there to get WashU right back in it.
Lucy Vanderbeck has checked into the game, and Mills with a slap on a pass, and this is Vanderbeck with the basketball. Off to Mitchell. Mills, top of the key. This is Gill inside. Preet banging shoulders, didn't get the shot, and the rebound goes to WashU. That's Jackson down the floor with it. On the break, Macbeth went up and down, and nobody touched the basketball, so that's a turnover.
And while Preet didn't maybe make that last basket, still great physicality and still getting in there and getting physical. That's going to wear and tear on that WashU, inside work. So really great job by her to get in there, and next time she'll finish it and make it a full play.
Plus, I would think, Brooke, when you're playing a team that wants to be physical, there needs to be a message sent early in the game.
Absolutely.
That, you know what, bring it, we're
bring
okay
it on.
with it.
Yeah, once again, they got nothing to lose, right? So why not kind of throw that first punch? And, you can't play scared, which I think the Spartans have done a great job so far, hanging right in there and being aggressive versus being the, responder.
This is Macbeth with the basketball. Rich with it. Spartans aggressive on defense. Doubled down by Mills, forces that shot, and it's a good one by Naomi Jackson. Jackson hits the 3, and it's 11-9 WashU, but matching it. How about Mills?
Great push, and that all started with Sarah Mitchell pushing that ball up the floor. That was awesome. Coach loved to see it, and that's what caused that timeout there.
Mills has got 9. Her team's got 12. And they're up a point with 3:37 left on this replay. 3-point shot by Sarah Mills. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Here's another look at the great feed from Mitchell. And when they came out of that timeout, Sarah had a big smile for Isabella Mills, and Isabella, returned the favor. Sabrina Del Bello now in the basketball game for WashU. That's her with the basketball with Mitchell on her. 12-11 Spartans over the Bears. 3:21 left to play, opening quarter. This is Del Bello. Are not inside. Shot clock's at 5. Three's in the air. Missed it long, and Mills.
Great box out.
Yeah, great box out. She had position over Jordan Rich. Isabella and Vander inside. It's Mitchell. Ball's loose. This one's coming at Brooke. Brooke, if we put you on the floor right now, you're 8 years removed from your senior season. Could you play?
I could play.
Yeah.
Cardio-wise,
you ready?
It's coming back. Having a baby will put you a little behind the 8 ball there. But, it's been fun. A couple of the old alumni and I actually used to play in a rec league down the street. So we can still play, maybe not like we used to, but we can still shoot every now and then.
Brooke, that foul's on Preet Gill. I hate to say it, that's her second. So she's going to come out. And back in is Taraklis.
That's
Margaret Terry's back in.
Unfortunate foul, but once again, it's her being physical, but that's going to be an adjustment she has to make so that she can keep, playing some valuable minutes off the bench there.
Brooke mentioned just recently having a baby. We're going to talk about that a little later. And, a little later we're going to introduce you to her new daughter. But we're so happy to have Brooke joining us on our broadcast this year, home association games. That's a long miss by Vanderbeck. Both teams have drawn a little cold right now. 2:29 left to play, opening quarter.
Settling in a little bit. You saw that pace that Case is trying to keep, so every now and then might catch up with them. So just taking a second to settle down, and there's the pace again.
Terry went right at the defense, and they're going to call her for the charge. Setting her feet and taking it was Brenna Loftus.
It's a strong take, though. It's one of those calls that, I never like to have, but that's showing aggression, and she'll get the next one.
You and I were talking before the game about the two guards that you played with, Erica Ifelice and Evie Iacona.
Yep.
And this is my 18th season doing Spartan women and men's basketball, and they may be, you could throw Ashley Tondo in there too, I think. Some of the top guards that have played here, as far as handling the ball against pressure. And there's a nice three by Vanderbeck. Lucy hits the opening three. And that's really what you want, a tough guard against pressure, right?
Absolutely.
Against defensive pressure.
Absolutely, and someone that can facilitate, that can initiate, that can, those two absolutely had it. They were a dynamic duo, able to drive, able to score, able to pass and get the whole job done. So really fun to play with them for a couple of years.
Brooks' shot inside makes the Spartan lead down to 2. Vanderbeck got smoked after the shot. No foul called. Quickly the other way. This is Brooks. Lucy went down hard right in front of us.
Right, yep. There's a strong take. And that's that drive they were trying to prevent, so they'll have to make an adjustment there as well.
It's Maya Arnott. Coach Reimer's asking the official right now, what happened to my girl down, my player down the other side? She got knocked on her back. Let's keep it here. Let's keep it right on this WashU huddle. Let's talk a little bit about Randy Henderson, the head coach. Randy's right there in the middle talking to the team right now. She's in her 6th year. She was 14-11 a year ago. And in the realm of WashU basketball, 14-11 is not a good year.
Yeah. Randy was actually, when I coached for the 1 year that I coached here at Cases as an assistant, was her first year as a head coach. So it was really, I talked to her briefly before the game as well. It was kind of fun to see her. And, that's 5 years ago now,
right.
4 or 5 years ago. So the program, and she's adjusted the program, and she's kind of made the program her own, especially as you follow in the footsteps of such a, monumentous,
Nancy Faye was,
Faye.
Yeah, she was
so one of the best coaches out there.
Summit,
Yep, absolutely.
Nia Moore now in the game for the Spartans. This is Mills with the basketball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. This is Vanderbeek. That defense is really extended outside the arc.
You can tell that was maybe a point of focus for WashU as their intensity just, elevated there.
Mills with Brooks in her face. I think Brooks got a little bit of that basketball. You're right, the intensity really picked up out of that timeout.
Yep.
You can feel it, you can hear it. Arnott, Maya again inside. Maya Arnott sees something in the matchups that she likes. I think she likes the mismatch that she feels she has. She's got 6. This is Moore. The Spartan offense right in front of the Bears bench. Terry with a long 3. Rebounded by Grandison. So not only do they feel the pressure, they can hear it.
Yep. And you can see that, WashU is doing a great job keeping Case outside the three-point line, which is forcing those long shots. So Case has got to try to get in there and turn the corner to make something happen.
Jessica Brooks hits a shot at the buzzer. 19-15. Bears over the Spartans. We'll be back with the second 10 minutes right after this timeout.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
$19-15, not the year, the score. Do you remember 1915, Brooke?
Can't say I do, Ron.
Can't say that you do. Brooke is from Colorado, and there was a lot of activity in Colorado in 1915. When was the gold rush?
Ron, don't put me on the spot on television here. I'm not a history buff. What are you talking about? Talking about nutrition.
You got your phone in front of you.
I can look it up.
Yeah. Tell me what was your homework assignment when we start the third quarter. What was happening in Colorado in 1915?
I'm going to throw that to Laura Mummy. I know she's watching right now, so we're going to have her look up what was happening in 1915 in Colorado.
Your former teammate?
Former teammate, one of my best friends. So fun to have her tuned in.
Barrett Eppert, also a Colorado.
She's right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got a Colorado player, Sarah Mitchell, on the team this year. Sarah wears number 33. Spartans on offense. This is Plachta getting a screen from Gill. Mills can shoot it. She will and make it.
They
Isabella
really
Mills.
wanted that one for her. That was a really great make, really important make coming out of the start of that quarter.
Yeah, because WashU ended that first quarter on a little bit of a run.
Yep, a little bit of a buzzer beater there as well, which is never fun to have one of those.
The momentum was on their side. This is Grandison with the basketball. Looking for Brooks. Brooks has got 8 points. Brooks wears number 30. She's running the foul line right now.
And that is her spot. Look at that, left wide open.
Stayed in it, stayed patient. And Preet Gill grabs the rebound. This is Mitchell from Lone Tree, Colorado. To Terry. Margaret with the 3, missed it long, and Brooks pulls down the rebound. Jessica eyes up, lost the basketball. Mitchell stole it. Sarah looking for a teammate and finds it in Mills.
I'm loving Sarah Mitchell's defense right now. She has, active hands, active feet, getting in there, really causing lots of those turnovers.
Active hands, I love that term because, it gets right to the heart of the matter, especially in the passing lane. Active hands are always a positive thing. Plachta thought about shooting that, did not. This is Terry, shot clock's at 3. Somebody's got to get it and shoot it, and the shot clock's going to wind down, and it does. So credit the defense of WashU and maybe a little bit of hesitation from the freshman, the first-year player, Emily Plachta. She had it top of the key.
Sometimes you just get a little overwhelmed in those, first couple of conference games and maybe just still adjusting to the speed of the game. So.
And, she can hit it. She's got 29 threes coming into this game.
Yeah.
The only one that's better than her is Isabella Mills with 38.
It's really promising for a first year. It's really exciting.
Well, doing a great job of using her position is that young lady right there, Maya Arnott. She's done a great job of putting the defender on her hip and then using her body to create her shot. She's got 8. This is Mills. Mills has got 12, 4 threes, make it 5. She's got 15 points, 5 3-point shots. Seen a lot of Isabella Mills over the years. I don't know that I've ever seen her start a game like this. She's got 15 of the 21. I think she's maybe missed 1 shot. What was it after a quarter? What was her shooting percentage?
Gosh. Learning how to read these stat sheets here.
So she was 3 of 6.
3 of 6, yep.
Yeah. Boy, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I know, it felt like it was higher than that.
Yeah. So a foul by the Spartans. The foul will go against Sarah Mitchell. This is Brooks on the block. Shot was blocked. I don't know if it was Evie Miller or Isabella Mills. Here's Mills with the basketball to the foul line. Fell down, tripped over something. And a whistle and a foul called on Washington University, Sammy Matouche. So for Sammy, that's her first. There's a good look at the block. The block was by Mills.
Isabella Mills, and you can see that help side coming over strong on that drive on Brooks there because they're trying to shut her down, take away some of her momentum.
You know, Evie Miller, who's in the game right now, she's lined up on that right block on your shot. We're in number 5. I don't know how much you've gotten a chance to see her play in last year and the beginning of this year, but at 6 foot, she's a physical presence inside there.
Absolutely.
Defensively.
And you can see, too, even on offense, she has some great opportunities to steal off her defender, get them on her back, just like Washue's doing on the offensive end. So look for her to kind of start getting big, playing big, and trying to make an impact down there, down low.
Fouls on Brooks. That will send Isabella Mills to the foul line, where Mills is 76% on the season. I want to get back to Miller for a second. How important, she's a second-year player, and I think even Coach Reimer would agree last year as a first-year player, the greatest thing that she needed to build on was her confidence. How hard is that when you're, first-year player coming in with, maybe not a lot of accolades, but trying to make a team and trying to make an impact to build your confidence? Brooke, how long does that take?
Depends on each person, but I think Coach Reimer does a pretty good job of helping, coach confidence and trying, especially as she's coached year after year, she's really tried to support her players, building and growing as players. And so I think that's a great example of Evie in terms of giving her the confidence so that she has confidence in herself.
I think Coach Reimer would really like, if she comes up to set this screen, Miller does, to see her get more into the offensive flow. Here comes WashU the other way. Bears with a 1-point lead.
There's
and
that
that's
defense
Mitchell
again.
with the steal.
Love it. Love to see it.
Sarah spins. Mills will shoot it. Got it!
And look at them cheering on each other. The gym just got so loud. So fun to watch that.
Mills has 18. All of her points, well, I should say she's got 19. All of her shots from the field are from behind the three-point line.
And you just love to see, Mitchell and Mills playing off each other. You can tell they've kind of found a rhythm with each other, and you can tell that Sarah's looking for her on the drive. So that's a really strong kind of connection they have that you hope to hold on to for the rest of the game.
That was Plachta with the partial block, and they'll call her for the foul at the foul line. It'll be Loftus.
There's that help side again coming over from Evie there. So you can definitely see the help side is a point of emphasis for the defense here, trying to lock down that inside for them.
Sitting down on the bench there, 15 for WashU. She has been a matchup nightmare so far for the Spartan defense.
So look for the Spartans now to take advantage of that on the offensive end. See if they can, create some more space between them as they sit the bench for a little bit.
Well, there's a gift from Loftus. She missed both free throws. Mitchell with a pace, got a step on the defender, missed the shot. Jackson with the basketball. This is Loftus again. Miller on defense. Evie altered the shot. And the Bears are going to keep the basketball. Vanderbeck and Terry back in. Mills will get a much-deserved break. Her and Sarah Mitchell coming out together. They have been so good together so far tonight.
Yep. You hope they can just keep it rolling with Terry in there now. Keep that momentum. keep the scoring alive.
Nice ball fake, created her own shot. Rebound will stay with the Bears. And double dribble. Double dribble on the freshman. They'll call it on Macbeth. They'll give the ball back to Case Western Reserve. This is Margaret Terry who's going to bring it up. Terry, the junior point guard. Oakland Catholic High School in Pittsburgh. Nia Moore, she's been real important off the bench. 3 in the air, and it's good from Plachta.
We talked about that shooting, before the broadcast run. It's nice to see that they must have heard us. They must have listened to us and told them that they had to get some shooting improved there.
Brooke, correct me if I'm wrong, but every made basket from the field by the entire team has been a three-point shot.
It looks that way. Minus the free throws, you're absolutely right.
Minus the free throws, yep. Spartans up 5. It's their largest lead of the night, and that's Miller. Evie at 6 foot goes up and controls that rebound. 4:44 and counting, opening half. Brooke Orcutt and Ron Jantz along with you from Horsburgh Gymnasium. Another 3, right? Nia Moore.
Incredible. They were 5 for 11 after that first quarter, and who knows what they're at now, but they are shooting lights out from 3. And that is just, you can just feel it building and building, and they are feeling it right now.
31-23. Looking for some defense. Catch and shoot from outside. It's long, and there's Plachta grabbing that rebound. Here comes the first-year player. Plachta with a look of determination on her face. Gets a double high screen. This is Margaret Terry, and they're going to say Margaret traveled with the basketball. I thought that was a cheap call. I mean, really, if you wanted to, you could call traveling every time anybody touches the basketball.
You could. They were almost anticipating that one. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. You can also start to see, Ron, a little bit that with Case going on that run, hitting those 3, you could feel, kind of the eagerness for WashU to answer, which maybe force some of that, forcing the shot up there. So Case is okay with that. They'll let them have that 3-point shot almost the entire game if they let them.
Is that part of things that you would talk about during the week? If they want to shoot from outside, specific players, we're just going to go ahead and let them do it?
Absolutely, because you can't do everything perfectly, right? So you have to kind of pick and choose your poison. And so they're definitely more of a drive-heavy, strong, tough team. And so if you're gonna lose by taking away their strength.
Speaking of driving, Chirakless saw an opening, and she took it. Kayla with her first bucket. 8-point Spartan lead, catch and shoot, 3 in the air, and it's good. And it's a nice knockdown from Naomi Jackson. Jackson's got 6 points, both of them threes. This is Chirakless. Again, strong to the basket. Kayla off the glass.
Great move.
I think she sees a mismatch that she likes, or a matchup that she thinks she can take advantage of.
And if they can keep that inside, being strong and getting them some points, then you got, outside shooting, great inside presence, double-headed snake there.
Looking to go back inside. Here's the matchup nightmare. Arnott has just had her way so far. Maya's got 12 points, number 15, and she hasn't missed many.
You can kind of see that's kind of maybe Kayla's challenge. I'm sure the coach probably talked about it before she subbed back in was, hey, can you go in there and shut her down and see what difference you can make? So you can see maybe that was a challenge that Kayla has taken some pride in.
That's speaking of that challenge, and the hand check foul is going to go against Margaret Terry, Sarah Mitchell. I think that one of the growth areas that the coaching staff at Case would like to see with Kayla is her ability to get a little more physical. And so she's got a good challenge right now matching up against Arnott. There you see Arnott 15, Kayla number 4 in our shot by director Mike Becker.
Yeah, she's definitely more than capable too. So it's just kind of one of those things to keep her attention to, keep working on, because if she can get physical, that's going to be kind of a big piece of the rest of her game that will take her to the next level, I think. You can see it there. She's battling.
Working inside in that block. 7 seconds on the shot clock. This is Brooks. Jessica with good defense from Mills. Isabella Mills. That defensive stance was all about Mills. Mills on the break. Margaret Terry got decked. Ball got knocked out of bounds. Margaret is still down. And she's back up, but she is rubbing that left hip. You see how she lands on it. Look at that.
Right on it, yep.
Wow.
So tough, though. She popped right back up, and I know that may seem like a small feat, but being able to pop up, even if you're feeling some of that, hip soreness now, like the ability to pop back up. That sends a good message, like, hey, coach, I'm good, I'm tough, I'm ready to go. And she'll finish the game strong here.
Terry tried to get it into Mitchell. Led her a little too much. Jen Reimer, the winningest basketball coach on the women's side in Case Western Reserve University history. My partner, Brooke Beecher, played all 4 years for Coach Reimer, 100 games. Probably cool for you to end your career on an even 100 like that.
I planned it like that.
Yeah. It's no small feat. That's 25 games a year.
Yep.
That's the max, unless you get into the NCAAs and you play extra. So, you know, from your freshman year all the way through your graduation year, you were always on the floor for Coach Reimer.
Yep. Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
35-28. Spartans of Coach Reimer in the lead. They're up 7 with 1:46 left to play in this opening half. This is Chiraklus. Again, will drive the spin off the glass. Wouldn't roll. WashU wanted to travel. This is Brooks, gonna kick it back out, ball moving out top. Long three, that's an air ball. Here comes Mills, eyes open the other way. Mills with a hesitation. This is Terry, catch, shoot. Left it short. Here comes WashU the other way. Little pace now to this basketball game.
That might be WashU's attempt to kind of cool down Case's offense, which the past couple of trips down the floor have not resulted in points. So we'll see if they can maybe take a breath here and get back on track.
Long rebound. Margaret Terry will grab it. Terry with a lead pass and a
Just
little
out of
too
reach.
much. Yep. Had the right idea.
Right idea. You know, we used to run a drill just for that purpose all the time in practice with Coach Reimer, so you could see that. That was definitely a great idea, just a little bit too long.
It's a good look at that Spartan bench. Coach Reimer getting a lot of nice time out of Gill, Miller, Moore, Vanderbeck, and we'll see some Kennedy Boone-Sauter at some point tonight too.
That's a hard drive to stop. That's a strong, you know, linear, right at you drive. So that was, you know, good defense. Sometimes you can't always stop everything.
So WashU ended that first quarter on a run. Spartans do not want to have them do that here, but they turned it over at the end of this first half because they were up 8-7. Now they're up 5. And if WashU comes down and knocks another bucket down, then suddenly that big lead is really
right back in it. Yep. And you can hear it. It's starting on defense for WashU, it seems. You know, they get a couple stops, they get the pace, seem to fluster Case a little bit. So, you know, taking a deep breath and trying to finish the quarter here strong.
Shot clock's off, game clock's at 12 seconds and counting. This is Grandison out top. Here's Brooks, Jessica, the main player. Stopped by Plaka, long three, in the air, and it's good. Wow. Jackson from way out. She's got 9.
She's gotten hot in that second quarter, yep.
They ended it on a 6-0 run, Brooke. That's a bummer. Coach Reimer walking off with a, yep. Here's a good look. Brooks drew the defense. She knew exactly what was going to happen with her with the basketball. Most three-pointers in a single game is Mills, had 7 versus Denison, so we're going to keep an eye on that. She's got 6 at halftime.